Linda is online as well.
Okay.
And letting Linda and Melissa in right now.
There's Melissa.
Oh.
And there's Linda. Okay. Hi. Yes.
Thank you.
Okay, I would like to call this meeting to order. Are there any additions or changes to our agenda?
I didn't know where it would go, so I didn't know if under old business could be an update on the volunteer landscaping project.
Okay. Anything else?
And I'll have to leave at about 5:45, so if we could have the discussion before then, that would be about the summer program.
Good. Okay, let's review the minutes and then I'll take a motion.
I've moved to be approved as soon as possible.
Okay.
I
Is ready
second
for-
that.
Okay. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
All right. Our Roberta is not here, but
Wait.
she left us her financial report and talked to Carolyn about it.
Oh,
Pass the
And the
financials around.
Yeah.
Okay, I wasn't fully prepared to do
Well, we
the
have-
financial report.
We have the
but,
treasurer's summary.
um,
Let's go through this.
Yeah, we have the treasury I don't have a copy of that
Okay.
actually, where I can pull one from here. Well, I did speak with Roberta this morning and, she did not find anything extraordinary in the spending that was happening this month.
So therefore, the warrants are $1,402.87.
Yep.
Okay.
Again, with nothing extraordinary coming out of those. And yeah, I don't even know.
That's fine. If it's-
Everyone
nothing
has a
really-
copy of
and
the
if nothing
treasurer's
really caught your
report.
eye, then I
but-
don't trust that.
Yeah,
It's a
we're
good summary.
where we should be for most everything, the things that we're on the high end of. We've known that we're on the high end of and we're going to be on the high end of, such as library computer software, library supplies. The grant expense is always gonna be off. So,
I think only since we're in period, exciting 11, I don't know, we're near the end of the fiscal year.
mhm.
Are there any other expenses that we anticipate? Like Mama's Garden or any of the, we tend to get hit with those things.
The furnace, maybe?
The furnace will be under library maintenance line, which
Okay.
is under the building
Yep.
side, so, and we have money to pay for that work.
Okay.
I'm not anticipating any big spending. I've been trying to just kind of be
Yeah.
low key with just
Basics.
what we need, yeah.
Thank you. Okay. Sounds
yeah.
good.
Okay. How about the librarian's report?
Okay.
You know
So,
more about that.
yes, I do know more about this.
Oh, we'll need people to come in to sign the warrants, right? Because we only have 3 signatures. So when you get a chance, Melissa and Linda, maybe to sign the
Yeah, I can-
warrants.
Yeah, I can come in tomorrow morning.
I won't be able
Okay,
to.
they'll be around.
Will they
Okay.
be downstairs in the office or up on the table?
Yeah.
Which?
They'll be downstairs.
Yeah.
Okay.
Downstairs.
I won't be able to get there.
And
till like
whenever,
Monday.
Melissa,
I'm
I
not-
think that's gonna be fine.
Oh, okay, okay.
Do we only need 4? Do we only need 1 more signature? 4 signatures?
Maybe.
Oh,
I don't know.
She'll let us know.
Okay.
Yeah.
All
okay.
right. Sorry. to-
That's okay.
All right.
So Record Store Day was really fun. Lots of people came in. We didn't get rid of a ton of records, but we made a good amount of money for the records that did go out.
Fun.
Just over $200. Some really fun conversations with people about the albums. Front Porch Forum seemed to be how people primarily heard about it, so
Good to know.
yeah, that was really helpful. And we'll definitely do it at least once, maybe even twice this summer. It'll be easier to do because everything is categorized, boxed up, so it's easy to move things around.
Can
So,
people come in and look at them when they come into the library and donate? Is that something that could happen?
they're all in the basement right now.
Okay.
I mean, there's almost 1,000 albums.
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot, so.
As they
if-
get fewer and fewer, maybe we can keep them up, but
And I mean, weather depending, we could always leave them on a table outside with a tarp over it for the night.
No, we wouldn't do that.
So, I mean, we can, well, I'll say maybe.
You never know, you never know. It could be a gem in there. No, I'm teasing. Maybe the next event we have, we could pull some out or take some,
Right.
take some of the racks with us.
Yeah, yeah. The Master Gardeners second program also brought in a good sized crowd. I think it was, yeah, I think that was a pretty successful one.
Mhm.
Well, when, at the time I was writing this, I was building the summer schedule. This summer schedule is pretty much built now. And I attached it at the bottom of the librarian's report. We've got pretty full months for June and July. August is a little slim, but as you can see from kind of the to be determined list, we have lots of options that we could add really at any time. The one program that is gonna be a little tricky is our annual reading and discussion series. That's one that we do with the Humanities Council,
Mhm.
but they lost their funding for that project, for that program. So we're gonna do our own. So I've compiled a list of books that are all about identity. I know that I can get copies through the interlibrary loan program. And we will just do our own.
okay.
Any questions so far from anybody?
No,
Um,
Well, I do have a question.
Oh, yeah.
What the library does, do either of the two libraries, or three libraries, I should say, do any of the same book club readings? And is there a chance to do it even by Zoom, or is that too much of a hassle?
I don't
Mm.
think any of the other island libraries do
This
the
one in
reading and
particular?
discussion series.
They do
Hmm.
something else. right?
Yeah,
Interesting.
Worthen has their speaker series.
okay.
And then I think both Grand Isle and Alberg just do like just a kind of regular book club throughout the year. Yeah, yeah.
Can you hear okay, Melissa and Linda?
Yeah.
it's sometimes.
We'll speak louder, sorry.
We did not get charged the $500 through Mama's
Yeah, good.
Garden. That was something that would not apply to the library because we have a contracted price with them, so that was nice. The Historical Society has asked if we could co-sponsor a program entitled Vermont versus Hollywood, 100 years of Vermont in film. I don't know yet what the co-sponsorship would look like, whether it's just helping advertise, whether it's helping with payment. Tracy Giro believes that the speaker would only be asking for mileage to be reimbursed.
Which could
But
be a
I'm
lot
not
these
sure
days.
where, yeah, I'm not sure where
Who's
they're
the
coming
speaker?
from. Amanda K. Guston of the Vermont Historical Society. And it's gonna be here at the community hall.
Is it something, did we ask the North Hero Historical Society to help us with programs?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we usually kind of co-sponsor, I don't know, 2 to 4 programs with
Yeah.
them each year. Yeah,
Would this be one you would pick?
so this is already picked,
No, I know that, but I mean.
but, I think so.
Picks it?
They picked this one,
Okay.
but I think, that it's pretty relevant. The whole program is talking about movies that are either about Vermont or take place in Vermont.
Sounds interesting.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
it
the
does.
Historical Society has always, well, the
They do
State
a nice
Historical
job, yeah.
Society has always done a nice
Good.
job with their programs, so I think it's something we could get behind. But I will also keep you updated as to what our,
Commitment is.
exactly.
Do you have a
Um,
date for that, Caroline?
Yep, it is July 30th
Okay,
at the community hall from 5 PM to 8 PM.
okay, great, thank you.
You're welcome. I have a list of upcoming programs in May.
Mhm.
Not really anything special, but our book club at the end of the month is kind of our first session for our, I'm just calling it a summer series right now. And did my monthly security training through our IT company. And then to kind of skip over the building report, there are lots of fun programs that we're doing this summer. We're gonna have Mr. K come twice.
Hmm,
And we're block booking with 2 other libraries each of those times so that we save a little bit of money. We have decided to not participate in the Alberg 4th of July parade this year. But the library will be closed. What else? We have our VINS date booked with Parks and Rec. And we split the cost on that to help save money, which is fantastic.
yeah,
And then some of the to be determined talks are listed at the end there. There is a typo, so there, you don't need the triple A's in front of Lorca's name. But he was a playwright who wrote plays, I think in the 60s or 70s. In and about Vermont. So there's a possibility about having somebody come and talk about his work. The historic home tour is not library sponsored, but sounds very, very cool.
Mhm.
So I will be happy to help the Historic Society advertise for that one. Yeah, are there any questions?
No,
Oh.
could we maybe then
Oh.
just move right on to the building report, which you have here? Oh, you have one? No? Okay, I thought you spoke. The building report is included on this sheet.
Like it. Just
The
about.
heater's 29. Yeah. How long are they supposed to last?
Well,
You're teasing me with you.
yeah.
Well, they don't have these things in front of them, right? So
Oh, okay. This says for the
Yeah.
building report, will replace the gears to alleviate the rest of the squeaks in the furnace. Waiting on parts to come in. We have money in the maintenance line for this. The heater is 29 to 36 years old. Ask Shell what they think the lifespan may be. From what I found online, this unit will last a long time.
Yeah, when they come in to replace the final parts, I want to ask them what they think about it. I mean, the thing is a beast, like it's humongous,
It's
like
big.
it will probably outlive us all. But,
what did you find online for lifespan?
honestly, everybody was just like, it will outlive us all. Nobody gave like
That's the tagline.
decades. It was really
Yeah.
like kind of funny.
Uh-huh.
But I did find like the first service date was 1997, which would kind of put it at the 29-year mark. It was manufactured about 7 years prior to that, so not a big gap in age for it, but
Do they still, I don't know if you know this, do they still make them? And are parts
they do
Good question.
not.
and parts?
They do not, but I mean, Gotchel has still been able to find the belts. The ductwork, I think, is kind of a universal thing. And then these kind of gear pieces that we're getting, I mean, he has found those. But I
that
can
would be-
ask about
Well, that
that
would just be
too.
my worry going forward, maybe not this year or next, but beyond that, I had a sob, so I understand these things.
Yeah, I have them too.
They'll last forever, yeah, but you go,
Yeah.
But you can get-
when the gear thing falls off, no. But that's good, but I would still think, if it lasts forever, I would think 40, 50, that's a long time.
Yeah,
20 years is probably average for a regular furnace, right, roughly?
I don't know, but I like it and let's just
Yeah, keep.
assume
Yeah.
it's good.
The parts thing can be an issue for sure.
Yeah,
And
Yeah,
how-
but
how
it's
much
good that
more-
you get, that they keep having,
Yeah, that they're
Sources
able
for
to
it,
get it
yeah.
so far.
But I think that's a question, just maybe not for this year's capital plan, but
oh,
Right.
yeah, you're thinking capital plan, yes.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Speaking of capital plan, is this time to finalize the submission? That's on the agenda. Are you done, Carolyn?
Oh, yes, I think
Okay.
so.
I don't have it, so I just know that we submit it, we have
Oh,
to submit it by
so
the
that
end
was
of
the
June.
news, that it has been submitted?
I don't know.
Well, we didn't have
We haven't reviewed.
anything, I mean, we've already submitted the entryway project and then the 2 phases of the outdoor
Oh, right,
refresh.
Right, so nothing else.
We're doing five, so this, it's a 6-year plan, this current year, which is already approved.
Yeah.
What we start in July, and then 5 forward. And so you filled out, you filled out all the forms.
Well, you don't have anything past the outdoor refresh. We don't have any projects that we've selected to do.
But that's what we should be doing though. Because if you think about, I mean, that's our, so if you think about what we did last year, I think I talked about it, no, I didn't. We had painting on there.
Oh, yeah, the
Carpeting?
painting would be after the outdoor
Carpeting we
refresh.
did, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
carpeting we did.
But the indoor and outdoor, no, outdoor painting
That would be.
Indoor painting.
and indoor painting.
What year?
Here, I'll pull up the,
We're going to get the roads cleaned, but that's just a minor.
so the last, the farthest year away we have is, it looks like 28, which would be 28, 29.
Yeah, I have to write it out.
Yeah.
I did not bring my that.
So should we
document.
just be thinking, Angie, about?
No,
No,
well,
we have-
Well,
we need to
I
finish
mean-
we need to finish we need to finish the physical documents that they have.
But do we have to have a major project every year?
No,
You know,
but
if we
what you,
look at,
but what you need to do is, it's not that we have a major project every year, is that we're thinking what we want to do in the future. Because
Right.
it's capital planning, it's really about financing this going forward. It's not so much, because
So,
we can change what we do in 3 years from now,
Right.
next year. But we, every year we
'Cause-
need to submit that kind of 5-year rolling thing. And I guess if we have nothing, we say, we don't need anything, we're good, don't
if you
don't
look at
ask us.
this,
Yeah.
we've got enough on this for 5 years, I think, that this is the outdoor refresh wish list that everybody
Mm,
asked
Mm.
about.
right,
And we,
Yeah.
We just need to,
so we need to finish the document by when?
we need to submit it by the end of June, which means that we need to vote on it at the June meeting.
Okay,
but it would be okay if we don't have anything new to submit this year
Then
with the intention that we would have something possibly for the next 5 years, next year.
I think, well, since we already, well, I have to be clear, I don't understand. that. We have the planning for I'm making this up, planning for the outdoor refresh, like the architectural feature.
Yeah.
Then we have the actual doing it,
Yep, yeah.
and the entryway is this year, right? It's just right there. The entryway is,
Well, the entryways have kind of the stipulation that they could be included with the outdoor refresh.
yeah, I might
Do
put
that,
as a
here, let me,
separate, just to get it done because it's a safety.
yeah, we did mark that this may be included in phase 2 slated to begin in 2028
Okay.
for the entryways, but the entryways are scheduled for 27, 28.
And then 28, 29.
Because our
Yeah,
carpets
29.
so
were our
entryway
project.
meaning the ramp too,
30.
right?
Wish I would have brought my list. I'm so sorry, bring the years list. And then, so we have the entryway, we have the plan for the outdoor refresh, then we have the outdoor refresh, right? And the
Yeah, which is,
Then we have the painting,
Hmm.
whether we do it or not, or something, we should put that in there. The
Okay.
indoor and indoor painting 1 year, outdoor painting the next year.
Okay.
That sound all right?
So-
And then I
so
might
are
even
you- are
stick
you writing-
long-term.
I'm sorry, Angie, are you writing that for 28, 29?
I'd have to see her document. I think we're in 26, 27.
I
now.
have it, yeah, I have it
We have,
here.
we have the entryway in 26, 27, and 27, 28. We have the outdoor plan. Is that right?
A year farther, so the entryway is 27, 28.
And then, oh, I'm sorry, what's this?
And-
Wait, stop, go back. What's
This year
26?
was the carpets,
Oh, we did it early.
and
that's
it's
right.
already
We did it
done.
early, that's
Yeah,
right.
yeah, that's what's
That's
throwing you
what I was-
So
off.
that was the 26, 27.
Yeah, so 27, 28 is the entryway,
Yes,
27, 20, 28, 29 is the plan?
Yeah, plan for the outdoor refresh.
yeah, so the phase 1, the planning for outdoor refresh is 27, 28 also.
Okay, and the entry.
And then, yep, and then phase two of the outdoor refresh is 28-29,
Got it.
as well as interior painting. That somehow also ended up on 28-29.
We can move, these can move every year.
Right.
When do you think the
So-
painting needs to be done?
What did they say? So, interior paint has a typical lifespan of about 10 years. The interior was done in 2015, so it's going on 11-ish years.
And we're adding
Um,
2 more to it, so.
Yeah, so it would be closer to 14, 13 years if we did it in 28.
Okay.
I mean, it's not falling off the walls.
We don't
like-
want it to get that way.
No, we just want to maintain.
Okay, so we're
Yeah.
gonna do paint with the phase two outdoor refresh, and that's 28-29.
That's what's planned right now, but like Angie said, we could bump it back a year if we
And then
need to.
30-31 would be the exterior painting and that, if it goes that
Right.
far, yeah.
What about the ADA compliant bathroom? Do we want to put that in somewhere?
We're grandfathered in for that one,
Grandfathered
so we
in.
don't have to touch the bathroom if we don't want to.
But Betsy, to your point earlier, the phase 2 of the plan
Mm-hmm.
is a multi-year.
Yeah.
We're gonna spend lots of, if we
Yeah.
do all of that.
Yeah,
So this next year really is, I mean, that's why it'd be nice to get the one up if possible.
So
See what
phase
the-
two
see
outdoor
what the
plan
architect says about
continued.
the entryway and how important it is to wait or to do it soon.
the entryway is important to
I
do
think so.
earlier. Yeah.
Because this one is gonna take some years, I think. It's not
Do
gonna
you-
be a.
Yeah.
Do you have input about all of this? Can you hear what we've been discussing?
Yes,
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm looking at you, Linda and Melissa, sorry.
yes.
Thank you for asking. So the phase one is like just the planning of it, right? The
Mhm.
phase one. And then the phase two is actually doing everything, not
The
the,
implementation.
of this,
And I think
Maybe
that's
this
gonna be a
entire list, but-
multi-year,
right?
that'll be a multi-year process. During the 2 months of summer we had, 2 weeks of summer we had this year. That's good, Caroline, go.
Okay, so I can work on at least getting drafts of those.
And I'm happy to, if you need, I'm happy to come by and make
Okay,
your life more confusing, but I'm really happy to come by.
You won't make it more
Okay.
confusing.
Good. Let's move
I even
into
looked at those
old
forms
business
and
and
so-
we'll start with,
We
Uh,
have a new business.
oh, right, no, interest in the wall hanging. There's a quilt.
So Roberta posted something about a wall hanging that was library books.
Yes.
And did everybody see that picture?
Yeah.
So I know the person who made that, and she said she could make one for us at cost. She,
Hmm.
you know, just with the cost of materials and the person who does the backing. And she's happy to do that. And she just wants to know what size we want. She was saying it would probably be $100 to $200.
okay.
Oh, wow, that's not.
Isn't
much
that
at all.
amazing?
Yes.
No, and it's so
Really?
intricate. And
Yeah.
she won the St. Albans quilt
Wow.
contest.
Mhm.
She's going for a win at the Burlington one and wants to do
Wow.
a national thing.
When-
Yeah.
When Linda and I were at the library last Friday with Carolyn, we walked around and looked for where it could go and we
Yeah.
found a really nice spot at the top of the steps, that big
In the
wall
foyer.
in the
So when you
foyer
walk
where,
in, you
when
can
you
sort of
walk in,
see.
there it is.
Yeah.
What size do you have any idea what size we
Well, I
want?
mean, that wall space is pretty big,
Huge.
so, I would not
Hmm.
I
try
don't
to
think she's
guess.
gonna do a full-size one, because it took her a long time. She's,
I
I
would
think
wanna
she's
take
thinking
a
about.
tape measure and see,
Yeah.
I'm so bad
Yeah.
at guessing sizes.
Yeah,
You don't
yeah,
wanna
so
overwhelm it.
she
You
was
wanna-
talking about a wall hanging, I think,
Yeah,
more than a
yeah.
And if it
full-size
is
quilt again.
smaller, we'll find a place.
Yeah,
It.
well, it can still go in that
It
place
could, but
if it's
if it was
smaller.
small in that big space, it might look a little dwarfed.
Yeah, if we want a bigger one, we could mention that to her and try to see, maybe
Okay.
we'll price out a couple different
Okay, that's a
sizes.
good idea.
Yeah.
Would she be able to come and look at the space we want to put it in?
Yeah. and
Oh,
in fact,
that's a
she
good
can bring the
idea.
Quilt. She
So
said she could bring
maybe-
the quilt and show us,
Maybe
us-
that would be nice if
Okay.
if
Yeah.
you are able to set that up.
Yeah, yeah,
Great.
That would be easier than us trying to guess, cause
Yeah.
she's the one making it.
yeah, her name is Diane.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, now for old business. Linda, would you update folks about that
Oops.
summer tutoring
Yes.
program?
Yes, I will. So let me just, I don't know if I share this, if you're going to be able to see it or not, but so I met with Ashley Hanlon, who is the principal at Grand Isle, and she was enthusiastic about us doing something. And then I met with Diane, and we created this little flyer. Oh, I guess I'm not allowed to share. So that's
I'm gonna
okay. There it
pass
is.
the flyer
Okay.
Let's see.
Yeah.
So you
Well,
guys-
Caroline actually made it for us, but with our ideas. So we decided to have it the week of August 17th. And Diane knows some elementary teachers that she's going to ask if they can participate. Ashley Hanlon is going to send this out to the parents of second, third, and fourth grade students who might have gotten summer services if they had a summer program.
So targeting specific students,
Mm.
not just in
Right.
everyone's backpack.
Right. And then on the flyer that we have an RSVP with me, I'm going to check in with Ashley and see when she's going to, distribute this to the families, because that I don't know that yet. And then we thought it would be like 2 hours every morning. Diane said that she would start with yoga. We thought we would start with a group activity, and then we will have hopefully reading. That's what I'm thinking. I like math is not my big thing unless Roberta's able to come in.
But Tracy Giroux could do math, and so could Mary
Okay.
Jo McCarthy, and
Okay.
You have math teacher.
yeah, Leslie Ward.
Mm.
Yeah, there are people who will definitely jump in, I think.
Okay.
When you say the week of August 17th, sorry, is it just for that week? It's not an
Yes.
ongoing? Oh,
Yes,
oh,
it's
like-
just for that week.
So
We
okay.
were thinking of having it the week before school, but Diane isn't going to be available that week, so we moved it ahead or behind or whatever. We moved it back to the
And I think it's
17th.
actually better to have a little break before school
it's really
starts for
smart.
them, so they aren't just adding another
Yeah.
week of school.
Yeah.
So can we do lunch? But
Any questions about that?
Snacks.
Excited about it.
that's great. I think.
That's
Yeah.
great. Thanks, Linda.
And then an update on movie night?
So,
Oh, yeah.
I met with Patty Helsingvis.
Yeah.
She said that the community hall is so booked up with various events
Yeah,
that they are not thinking about doing movie night.
okay.
Oh, that's
So
too bad.
For the
That's been
summer.
tabled.
Is that just for the summer, Betsy, or forever?
She said, kind of until further notice. And
Okay.
also, we looked at Biblio, what's being offered, and it's really hard to sort of decide something that would be of general interest, because most of the things that are offered are quite old.
Mhm.
And not, I mean, I would like, if we're going to do that, I would like to sort of send something out on Front Porch Forum to the community and see what they have been looking at and what they like and what they think might be of general interest. But Patty said the last community hall committee meeting, they said that they just wanted to table this.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
for now.
Okay, and then do we have a date? Well, we know about the plant sale, but a date for Friends
Oh,
of
yeah.
the Library meeting with us?
Yeah, so I talked to Mary DiTilio last week. And the friends are interested in meeting.
Well, that's good.
But now the window before the plant sale is too small.
Yeah, yeah,
So, we will try and find a date after the plant sale.
okay.
And Mary said she would be happy to host at her house. And
Mm.
we could do a potluck there too, which she offered up. So,
Well, that'd be lovely. to
Yeah,
have it
that would be
off.
really
Yeah,
nice.
They
Yeah.
live right on the lake on South End Road.
Okay.
And yeah,
so that could be really nice. So stay tuned
okay.
about that.
When is the plant sale again? I didn't think.
A week from Sunday.
May 17th.
And
Yeah.
the prep is the 16th.
Yeah, the prep stuff is the 16th.
Is there anything else?
Yes, I'm
Okay.
going to update on my meeting with Tanya Retz
Oh,
and
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Holly Greenleaf.
Yes, good.
Oh, yeah.
And the first part I want into, yeah. Holly did ask about working together for the, um, oh my God, the capital improvement plan, the outdoor refresh. I had like a total brain freeze. And I said, we have to put it out. We have to get quotes from lots of people. So it'll stay as a possibility for right now.
Yeah, you can invite
And,
her bid if she's interested.
Exactly. So just to
Yeah.
mention that we kept the two projects separate, which
Yeah.
was really helpful. All right, and so this work will happen in the fall. They both reminded me that the volunteers will source most of the materials. They'll ask nurseries for donations and the labor is free. They pretty much had two projects that they would want to work on, and it sounded like when they took their ideas to the landscaper volunteer group, that they would be the ones to decide what was gonna happen. So, and they had so many good ideas, and I was telling Diane, like, whatever they don't do with their project, I think we can definitely wrap into our outdoor refresh and get it done at some point.
Mm.
So, so one of the projects would be to kind of revamp the gazebo side of the property. They were thinking of hardscaping, like putting in paver stones into the walkway. Right now, it's just sure pack and kind of falling to the sides. There's a little bit of a lip that you would have to step up now because it's fallen. But building that back up with some nice stones to walk on. And planting some either grasses, shrubs, berry bushes all around the gazebo, building up that kind of area around it a little bit and maybe even some plantings along the little pathway to it. There was also talk about kind of creating some sort of like zone area under the three trees that are behind the gazebo there. The ground underneath the trees is just kind of dirt right now. So whether that gets mulched or whatever they kind of choose to do with that, just to make it seem a little more, I don't know, cohesive, yeah. So that was kind of one, so that was one project idea that they had.
Were they envisioning chairs in that mulched area or the? Just-
There wasn't really talk about seating on that side, I think
to cover it.
because the gazebo is there. Yeah. So that would be one thing they could do. The other project has to do with the other side of the property. And they were talking about, connecting the building bed to the word garden and making that one big kind of bed with the possibility of having a willow tunnel around the word garden that kids could like crawl through.
that.
And then
Mhm.
creating some seating right at the word garden, so the parents have, can
Yeah.
kind of chill out while the kids play. And this has kind of like three different parts to it, so that area would be one. There was talk about adding a hedge, a split rail fence, fruit trees, berry bushes, some sort of border along the street to kind of demarcate like the library property, act as a deterrent for little ones running out there, and just kind of breaking up like this sea of green that we have.
Is that a third project or is that?
No, so this side of the project
all one.
kind of has like three little parts to it.
Uh,
So it'd be like one side of the property versus the other. So there would be the kind of boundary
There's a lot
line.
more work on this side of the.
I know.
So that kind of makes me.
But, and then the third piece would kind of be like creating a zone around the master gardeners. Whether it's just a kind of a big mulched area where presentations could be held, more seating around that. And then kind of, there was talk about maybe like doing some plantings up towards the door on that side of the building to just kind of draw
Hmm.
your eye up to the library from the Master Gardeners.
Mhm.
That wasn't like, I mean, none of this is kind of really concrete-y stuff, but
Yeah.
these were the ideas they had. And they seemed to think that they were kind of equal workload for each
Hmm.
side. I know it seems like you would get so much more with the word garden side.
Here's how I think about this, just if you don't mind.
No, not mine at all.
We know that we're going to, I assume, do an awful lot of work on the word garden side of the building for the
Mm.
future, part of the lands, part of the
Right.
project, because they're gonna do hardscaping and maybe potential roof. That we're gonna need a location while they're doing all of that work to have, for our patrons that want to be
Mhm.
outside. 'Cause you're not gonna, that could be off limits for, summers, maybe as you're doing this work going forward. And so that's how I'm thinking about it in
Right.
terms of the other side of the property or the front of the property.
Mm.
How could we best utilize it? I have a little bit of a tendency to go, I said, the word gardens, that all sounds wonderful, but
Yeah.
it does sound like so heavily weighted. And I'm almost thinking there's something else that they're thinking about it. But, so that's one thing. It's
Right.
about,
Are you-
it's
are
about
you-
how do we plan, I'm sorry, go ahead. Ashley.
Yeah, are you saying them that to put the gazebo side just on hold
No,
while the other part's done?
no, I would say
Oh.
do the gazebo. I'm talking out loud, thinking about
Yeah,
how I'd stage
yeah.
this. I would have the volunteers refresh the gazebo
I see.
area.
So that's already.
Right.
So that when we have to start the much larger
Gotcha,
project, we have a
gotcha.
place for our patrons to
Right.
Yeah,
sit,
because there's quite a bit
play.
of seating already in the gazebo.
Yeah,
Right.
something, because
Yeah.
we don't, otherwise it's gonna be
And then we can move that little outdoor book thing.
Yeah.
I don't think people use that a lot.
Yeah,
Right,
I never,
but I don't think it's up to us
No.
what project they choose.
No, no, I
That's
don't
what
agree
I'm
with that.
saying.
I
Like,
don't-
I mean, we
Oh.
will
That's not okay.
the project, but
No,
it
that's not
seemed
okay.
like they
No,
would
we
choose
have
what
to be in
they,
charge. Are you saying we're in charge?
We have to make the decisions. what we
Well,
want
I
on our
mean-
Property,
right, okay,
that's what I mean.
okay.
I'm sorry, I don't.
Yeah, no.
But they-
I want you to talk.
Because we're gonna, what they could do, might tear down and might not fit. It might, since we can't make any alterations, and I'm sorry I wasn't there, I was at my thought of the.
No, that's okay. Like,
It just, so that just,
they both know we have this bigger project coming down the line too. And so I think, I mean, I felt like they understood that, the things that they're going to do aren't gonna get changed in a year. Or that they wouldn't make their decisions based on a pavilion being put in the place of the word garden. Like,
but I think I would, if I.
I don't know, like, I don't know.
So,
Go, sorry.
so, their whole idea about doing the grasses and the shrubs and the berries, the native, they're
Mm.
they're gonna try to turn that into a native landscape,
Mhm.
right?
Right.
On the side of the word garden.
Well, that would be like
going
along the
out.
roadside, there would be
Mhm.
the possibility for that kind of stuff, or and around the gazebo.
Yeah,
I like
I think that could be really great.
Me too.
Me
Yeah, and that's a
too.
great educational thing too.
Mhm.
And
um,
right now that gazebo is just plunked down.
Yeah.
Kind of in the middle of
Yes.
of
Well,
a yard.
that's,
Right.
that's the whole thing. We're all sort of plunked in.
Yeah.
So we get the Master Gardener ones that
Yeah.
are plunked there and then the word garden
Yeah.
there. And so all of these things sound really great and having their ideas is pretty wonderful.
No, it is.
Did they seem like they were leaning towards any particular?
I mean,
one?
they seemed like they would have to take it to their group and get feedback from the folk, like from the volunteer group.
But this
Um,
is what I don't understand, and I'm sorry it wasn't asked this question. It doesn't feel, if someone's coming to a volunteer project for us, they can give us like.
And maybe I
ideas. No, I
misunderstood,
don't know. We'd
but
say, we'd really like,
like-
we don't know what you might want to do, but this one would be better for the
Right.
community or better from a fiduciary, I don't know, for the library.
mhm.
Maybe something out front. I like the gardens, the natural gardens and the.
Me too.
That sounds so
And
nice.
then bordering some trees, doing something, and I know that our front is disjointed, I mean, and I know where we have I know we have the planters there and they serve a vital role, but nothing kind of. Right, everything's
At least
plopped in
we've got that
different places.
sign.
Yeah.
Yeah, and have around it to make it really like tie into everything great too, but that's
Yeah, are they gonna have another meeting with us?
Probably,
Yeah.
yeah.
so.
So Caroline, I have a question. Have you
Yeah.
gotten feedback from patrons about the word garden? I mean, do people actually use it a lot?
In the summertime, yeah,
Well, yeah,
They
not in
do.
the winter.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I just
And
have
I
never
think,
seen anybody out there, but I'm not there a lot.
We might need more words.
New words.
I mean, yeah,
Mm.
we can get more words.
I think we need more
Yeah.
words.
Change it up.
We need to use all the, just move them around. Like,
Play Scrabble.
What are the next steps with that?
So they were going to meet with their volunteer group, and then kind of they were gonna email me and let me know how that meeting went and we'll see what happens.
are we beyond this scope of, that we're talking about? Go ahead, I'm sorry.
If we're like thinking about having it on the gazebo side, it might be wise to alert them to that before they have the meeting with their
Right.
volunteers.
Yeah. They actually met on Monday, but I can
Oh, too
still
late.
email and, yeah, I
Okay.
can
I'd
still
like to
email
hear
them
that,
and let them
but I'd
know.
like to hear their thoughts about
Yeah.
Yeah.
what they think would work well. Because I'm not sure that it would be so disruptive to have them work on that side. I think whatever makes the most dramatic initial look in terms of starting to make things cohesive, because the gazebo is kind of off on its own at this point. If there's another place where they feel like they can just
Mhm.
make a bigger impact, and then, because it's going to be pretty easy for us to think about how to do stuff around the gazebo, I think that's the easiest project for us to think about. But the bigger thing that they're talking about isn't so easy to think about.
Yeah.
Mm.
I understand, but I
Can you say one more time what your concern is about
My-
doing the word
yes.
garden one?
Oh, it's it was the word garden, it was the willow trail, it was a bunch of things, it was a whole bunch of things. It
Yeah,
kind of It
yeah,
wasn't just the word garden, I
Mhm.
don't think it was.
right.
I think it is something that'll take, probably go through the fall, and I don't know when they're gonna do the work or how long it would take, maybe just a season.
They think a day, like they get a ton of people to come
No,
out
I
and
mean,
they
it's a
just
big
do it in the
project.
day, yeah.
Oh, wow, that's
Oh.
great.
So if we are in earnest in thinking about doing the architectural plan, first of all, they're gonna be two different, I'm certain, two different there'll be a specialized landscape architect. I don't know who that will be, but you'd want someone like that
Right.
as part of the project. It's gonna come with a whole series.
Well, that's what Holly is. She's the architect of the project.
Right, but she's not our architect, so we have to be.
Oh, like for the outdoor refresh?
Yes,
Okay,
yes, yeah.
yeah.
And so I just don't, for me, it's more about not what.
Are you worried about a project getting done that then doesn't make sense for the plan we make in the future?
Yeah.
That would be
And I'm
my
worried-
concern.
That
And
would
we're
be mine
wasting
too,
money.
actually. I'm thinking, why
And,
are we doing this right now before we?
Yeah,
Right,
Yeah.
it's great to kick off.
Well, I
Because
think we thought it would be an introduction to our outdoor refresh.
But the timing is, yeah, it would be, but unfortunately, the timing isn't quite right. Like, would have been
Mm.
wonderful to have for us as a board have had our little further, further ahead in the planning process, then we'd say, yes, this is a great idea. If we could get donations to this part of the plan that fits into the larger plan
Yeah.
that we have,
Right.
that would be great.
But-
So
yeah.
anyway, I just think the gazebo is a great project. It's gonna still look, it's a sort, it kind of looks like a sore thumb, right?
I agree.
That's all. I don't really have a.
Don't say that in front of the friends.
No, I think we did them a favor if we refreshed it and did more with
Well,
it. 'cause it's a
right, but I
great
just
place.
mean, wasn't that their baby?
Wait, did
No,
they
it's
put that
great.
in there?
Mhm.
I think-
Yeah.
Oh, no, I want to
Yeah.
know. I want to make sure I don't say. Hey, that.
So I'm not concerned about it. And the reason I'm not concerned about it is because, and I could be totally wrong,
Mhm.
but I think if you get, landscapers tend to have these like Mama's Garden is a great place. She has these visions. She trusts this landscaper who will have visions of starting something that I think we then will have an easier time working with, thinking about, okay, how does this all, rather than like, where do we go with it?
Mhm.
What do we do to then make the gazebo cohesive? And maybe Holly will end up being our,
Yeah, we can't say that.
no, we don't know. We don't know
Right.
for sure. But when you go into a yard, like whenever you get a house and you decide you're gonna go landscape or do something piecemeal, you know how hard it is to start maybe you don't have trouble with it. But it can be really hard to sort of envision the whole thing. But if part of it's done, if you move into a place that has part of it done,
Yeah.
then it's easier to start flowing from there.
Sure, there's no doubt about that.
Yeah.
But I don't want to belabor this because, but the difficulty that I have,
Oh, and you have to go, Linda, so.
difficulty that I have is that I think the word garden, I guess I envision that side of our building being a hardscaped area with a patio, a covered or a gazeboed place and everything flowing out from that. And I sort of feel like we're encroaching back to the building because we talked about
Mm.
extending the existing beds out to through the ward garden. That's what I heard.
It is, but it's also just connecting kind of a 4-foot piece of lawn.
Right.
And the property line is right on the other side of the word garden, so we wouldn't be going
Very far.
very far outside of that. I think it would be easy to, like, if you want to come and look
No,
and like take a tour around with
Mm.
what they talk to me about, but
no,
um,
we can do whatever you get.
but
whatever you
also
decide.
we don't know
I
what they're
just
gonna
don't, yeah,
come back with, so.
for everything, all the points are good.
Mm.
I just think while we're planning this for an entity, I would work on the place that isn't gonna be refreshed right away. So that when we're going through and maybe it's gonna take us 10 years to do this
Right.
landscaping thing. I really don't know because we don't have any real plan yet.
Right.
So if this is a short term, 1 year, we're gonna get it done and maybe it'll be torn up next year. That's up to us or 2 years from now. But the gazebo is gonna be just the same looking as it is now, which is it's a great structure, but
Mhm.
yeah, it needs help around it. So anyway, I don't care, whatever it is,
Linda's
but I wouldn't do it that way. So, I mean, I would do it this, but that's okay. It'll be beautiful, whatever it is, and it's gonna be inexpensive for us, which is nice.
Yeah.
Whatever they have.
Next meeting is
I'll stop talking.
June 4th.
And we have to approve,
Correct.
yes, we'll have to approve the capital improvement plan submission
Okay,
Okay.
for the next, this year and whatever, let's keep track of the years. It's so hard. It's 6 years. It's one of
Yeah.
the current plus one. Yes.
okay. Anything else? Could somebody make a motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn.
Excellent. Thank you so
Second.
much.
Have a good evening.
Bye, Melissa.
Bye, Melissa.
Bye.
I was watching the Crown on Netflix the other day and they're all waving so nicely.
How do they do that wave?
Yeah.
Well, Roland and